Good afternoon, all. I'm Tim Wilshire. I'm your networking number cruncher who podcast people's perspectives. I'm from Confidential Tax and Business Services. This is episode 8 of the New Valley Chamber of Commerce Meet the Member podcast series. This is where we find out about our members' intricate details from the most vibrant business chamber in all of Australia. Good afternoon. Welcome, Ron Pennekamp from Brokat Studio.
Hi, Tim. How are you?
I'm fantastic, my friend. Okay, please tell the audience your name and business and how you solve their problems.
Ron Pennekamp, as you mentioned before, I'm the founder and director of Brokat Studio. We are a boutique marketing agency. We do end-to-end. Anything that comes up in terms of advertising, marketing, branding, anything that you can think of. We solve problems by digging probably a bit deeper is the thing. Like where a lot of agencies have a multitude of clients. We have a few handful of clients of all couleur, and I think the good thing is that we don't stick to a niche. If you want to say, and you knew that before, it's the niche that I have is I'm German. I sit also on another group here in Brisbane, so we have the niche of a lot of German as well. So the connection between Australia and Germany. What is interesting for most of our clients that come with specific marketing needs. When
and why did you become a member of the Valley Chamber of Commerce?
Oh, Jesus Christ, that goes back 8 years now. So I've been one of the ones that they count with the inventory now. Literally for me, as being new in Brisbane and coming from Germany, not knowing anyone, it was the networking opportunities, the meeting like-minded people, professionals from all sorts of industries, and that's why I go religiously. I mean, you know me, I'm there. If I'm not there, people ask where's Ron, because I talk to everybody and everybody seems to know me. So I work with a lot of companies that were in the chamber, still in the chamber. And usually I'm there for give advice, and for me it's more about sharing connections and the love around, so rather than counting the dollar signs that come out of these kind of things. No.
Can you tell me, I guess, any challenges you face in your line of business at the moment, Ron?
Look, COVID is a complete different new beast to us. We have usually the budget challenge. Everybody thinks, everything is for free. Social media is for free. Everything is for free. And I go, yeah, the channels are free, but the content is what sets you apart, and B, that's never free. So if you want to have, content, it's the same thing with, picture any kind of German product, a German car, it does not come cheap, but it will give you quality. And that's the thing. So budget is the biggest challenge that all marketing companies face. It is also a thing where it's the same thing that I have with your industry. I don't know enough about what you do behind the scenes. So it's always a question, why do you charge me that much? And we get that on a daily basis. But we find that the more transparent, the more we work with clients, and the longer we have the relationship, and we have literally relationships for the last 4 years. Our birthday is coming up in August. And they've been with us from minute one. And they, like German Week, for example, which is in October, they know exactly how we work, why we work that way, and budget questions then become less and less important.
What's the best advice that you can give a young professional, and obviously you see quite a few of these coming through the ranks in your industry and starting out their career in the space of digital marketing and marketing in general?
I spoke before COVID at a QUT business school event in front of about 150 of them from the that were almost finished with their studies. And I said, look, the biggest thing that you can do is put your hand up and go to agencies and work, whether it's an internship or just, some casual stuff, just get in there and work, make yourself known, showcase your talents. Because the thing is, we have always interns from QUT or other universities, UQ or Griffith, and we put them to test. We're not putting them in front of clients, because that would be unfair to have someone that comes for free to work for you and create profits. But we give them, our projects, or Tiny Pong, our own, our little side interest that we have taken on, and let them work in there. But it's literally, as soon as especially like the directors or the managers know who you are and how you work, it's much easier for you to get into an agency. So it's the same thing. If someone rings me or approaches me at the Valley Chamber of Commerce and says, look, I need an internship, or want to do an internship, or want to learn, there's never a no, unless we have already, our quota of, you can't have 20 interns. That's not a thing. But it's a matter of always put the hand up. If you're working in an agency, even if it's just for learning, you'll be much easier to then, if they remember you, to go, hey, we know so and so, come in.
Okay, what do you like most about living here in this lovely small town of Brisbane?
Yeah, small town. I mean, 2 million is not really a small town, but it feels that. I mean, a lot of people know. I think it's a close knit network of people that you have. That if you are active in the chamber, then it's much easier to get into networks and talk to like-minded people and make connections. And I think that is the thing. Plus, I mean, again, if this is a winter day, I mean, I'm sitting outside in our little laneway behind the office, just in a jumper on. In Germany, I would probably wear a t-shirt and shorts by now. It's a beautiful German summer day out here today. But it is a thing that, lifestyle is definitely a thing, working environment. And again, for us, it is, the combination of all of the above.
So if you look at, if you sort of look at everything together in your life, what would you say is your proudest achievement?
Oh, look, it's the proudest achievement is probably to retire in Germany, not having to do much, and then coming and starting a new agency here. I mean, I looked at a few bits and pieces, and you know my journey through the digital, the marketing landscape, and government beforehand, and again, I thought it's going to be a bit of an interesting thing, and starting up a new business, but it's gone in the same direction that it has gone for me for the last 25 years that I'm now dabbling in marketing. You start out with a handful of hand-picked people, and again, we had a couple of challenges over our 4 years that we've been around, that we all overcome, and we kind of resolved quite swiftly. And it is a matter of starting all again and growing. So the table in the agency is full. We had to put extra chairs on for people to come in and join hands, and that's even in Corona time. Someone started with us this week. Someone will start with us in August. So that I think is the achievement, to make things happen. Again, I don't know anyone. I did not have network that I could rely on. Everything that you see and that we have done is created from literally from scratch. So I think that is probably one of my proudest achievements.
Excellent. What would you say, I guess, the biggest lesson or the most important lesson that you've probably learned so far in your career journey?
Look, lesson is always interesting. As you know me, I rule with kindness. So I'm trying to stay away from, the constantly going, I told you so. These kind of things don't work for me. But sometimes it is, you need to look closely at the people that you work with. That's probably the biggest lesson. Sometimes, it works out fine. Sometimes you need to basically, reevaluate at an early stage, and then kind of make decisions that are sometimes not as nice, but they're necessary. And it's, again, my line of work is as a decision maker, it's a lot more no's than it's yeses. If budgets were unlimited, I would do anything that anyone came up with, and I've come up with a bucket load of crazy ideas on a daily basis. But again, it's finding out what is helpful, what helps the clients, what helps the team. I always put myself last, anything that I do. I think that is probably the lesson, be humble, because the people that work for you are the ones that, in very plain terms, they make the clients look good. If the clients look good, we get paid. It's very simple.
And finally, what have you changed the most about your life, I guess, over the last 4 to 5 months when COVID-19 sort of struck?
I work more. We were probably one of the few companies that are, I don't want to say profiting, that's the wrong word, but, flourishing and growing during COVID times. Again, we had this fair share of people that ran away in panic, even though, for small business, now is the time to tell, the world that you're still there, you're still trading, you're still selling products, you're still on, you have e-commerce, whatever your solution is. the good thing for us is we have a couple of multinational companies that literally said, look, you're essential to our work that we do here in Australia. What you need from us to stay, to keep the doors open. We were lucky enough to get one of these government grants from Queensland as well. So, which is good. A lot of our clients that put their hands up didn't, and we use it for something good. So for me, it is literally to be always open. We have so many more questions. We have so many people that just ask what they need to do. So advice, as you know, it's always free for me. I give my honest opinion about any kind of problem. And I think, the biggest change for me was literally to be there. I worked the entire time through, or there was no downtime for any of us. And it's just a matter of just being there, being present, and being helpful.
Excellent. Great answers and very great. Thank you very much for your feed. I guess the information you've been able to give the members about yourself today, Ron. It's been
Anytime.
Enlightening. I hope you have a great weekend. We'll hope we can catch up soon at one of these Valley Chamber events. Obviously, we were disappointed that was cancelled. So see you later.
Bye.